If you haven't been in my class before, let's just do a couple of real quick things. As you come into my class, I do have you do positive attendance. So first thing you want to do is just come in. If you'll wrap right by the wall there, it makes it a little bit easier than people that are trying to get in their seats don't crunch you. If you need earphones for the day, grab earphones. If you like to use a mouse, grab a mouse. And then if there's any handouts, I'll put them there on the table. Go ahead and pick them up and then log in, grab your computer and have a seat. I don't do seating charts unless you cause me problems, and then I do seating chart. Okay? So as long as you're good and don't cause problems, don't talk when I'm talking, and when we're needing to be doing things together, we're good. All right. Other than that, are there any questions for those of you that are new? All right. So we're going to start with a new tile today. If you don't see it, you're going to have to go to see all courses on the side. But you should see this tile. It says chemistry in black. Something, can you feel it? Okay, can everybody see that? And it says session 2. If you can't see it, on the left-hand side, there should be a little button that says courses. And if you click on that courses, mine doesn't have that, but yours should have it on courses. And then say view all courses. And then you'll want to highlight this and say you want to see this course. Has everybody been able to see that now? Has anyone not been able to see that? That's what I should ask. Anybody having problems? Okay, so I'm going to click on it. Go ahead and click on it. When you come in here, it should bring you to a home, which is the module. And it'll be the module. We'll do 3 modules each term. When you get into the module, before we go to the module, let's go to syllabus. So on the syllabus here, let's try that again. Been having problems with my board is off again. I don't know why it doesn't love me today. I'll just recalibrate it really quickly. See if it'll work now. Come on. There we go. On it, when you click on syllabus, you should come up with course syllabus. And when it comes up, that will bring up the syllabus that we're using. Today we're going to be working more with the safety agreement, which is down below that. So you can bring this up and just have it off to the side so that you can answer the questions and the safety thing. But down at the very bottom is a sheet that I need you to print off and bring back. I will print you off one here and you hand it out. I'm hoping they have it printed off, so after I get you guys working, I'll run down. You'll need to bring this back signed next time. So if you forget it and leave it at school, this is where you go to print it, and you can print it at home. But I do need this filled out. Basically, I need to know everything about you. If you have allergies, I don't really care about hay fever, but I do care about things like I'm allergic to Demerol, Xylocaine, Percodan, codeine, a lot of other things. The last time they gave me Demerol, I ended up in ICU, and I barely made it out of ICU. So they told me the next time I have Demerol, I won't make it to ICU. I'll be making it to the morgue. So if there's something like that, I need to know about it. Okay. Also, if you're diabetic, I am. So if you're diabetic, you got to say, I'm diabetic, so I know what's going on. So if you come to me and say, my sugars are low, I can't do a piece of candy. Okay? Or I'm epileptic, or I faint with strong smells. Now, that sounds funny, but that's happened before. And so the girl just didn't tell me that strong smells affected her, and she fainted. Well, when she fainted, she came down so hard on the back of the boy in back of her that he had bruises all down the back of her back, and then she bounced off the cement floor, which was not good. We ended up calling the ambulance, and she went away. So it's a lot less embarrassing if you just tell me you have problems with strong smells, or let your lab partner know, so that if you're feeling funny, just say something. Have them walk you out. Okay, so things like that I do need to know. I do need to know if you wear contacts, because we are going to be doing some labs that have volatile chemicals, and I will let you know that day if you wear contacts. If you've got a pair of glasses, wear them. If not, make sure you bring your solution so you can wash it out really well, so after lab, and put them back in. Okay? All right, so I'll be getting that to you later today. So let's go back into here where we're at our module. Don't worry about all this stuff down here or over here. What you want to really concentrate on in the module is daily schedule. Everything in daily schedule is linked. So if you'll go to daily schedule, you can see really quickly that today, the AB day, we're going to do quiz 7.1. Sometime today you've got to get quiz 7.1 done. Wait till the end of the day because we're going to be doing activities and you'll have plenty of time. We're going to do a discussion on safety and doing a safety test. And you've got to pass that safety test with 80%. There are 10 questions. Just a second. And they give you phone numbers that look close to your home phone, and it's a solicitor. Doesn't that make you happy? Okay, anyway, I've been waiting for my son to call, and I thought he might have grabbed somebody else's phone. So we're going to do this today. I would like you to click on Classroom Discussion on Safety. So go ahead and click on that. It should bring up a Nearpod. Okay, if you're not familiar with Nearpods, this is one that you are going to work through step by step. So I'm going to tell you a couple of things that you need to be aware of. As you go, you don't put anything down here. You don't say join session. You just push this little arrow right here. Okay, and it'll bring up the next slide. So safety is really important to me. I really, really want you to enjoy chemistry. I want you to learn chemistry. I want you to experience chemistry, but I also want you to be very safe. Okay, I don't want you to 10 years down the road decide that because in chemistry class, because we worked with really bad chemicals, that now you have all these health problems. I don't like that. So I'm going to use safe chemicals, as safe as I can use them. I'm going to show you how to use them safely, but I want you to experience the cool stuff of chemistry. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing. So if you go ahead and click the next button, it'll come up and have a picture. Now on this picture, if this is not showing, sometimes this doesn't show and it just comes in here and it shows you a picture and you go, okay, now what do you want me to do? Because it says submit. You have this little drop down arrow, drop down, it'll tell you what to do. So circle the lab group that is doing lab correctly. Okay, so if you'll just grab a pencil over here, and you can choose the color, white is not a good choice. Okay, so I'll pick red. Which group is doing the lab correctly? You decide and you just circle it. So if I decide this guy is doing the lab correctly, I'm going to circle this. Now, is he doing the lab correctly? No. So pick one that is doing the lab correctly. The thing that you got to remember here is you have to hit submit. If you don't hit submit, I can't see what you did. And if I can't see what you did, you don't get graded on it. Okay, so you want to hit submit, and that'll move you to the next slide. Okay? So I'm going to let you work through this on your own now. I'm just going to, before I let you go, I'm going to go back into daily schedule, and I'm going to point two things out. Once you finish this Nearpod, I want you to go to the lab safety test. Okay, the lab safety test. That's where you're going to have to get 8 out of 10 on this lab safety test. Then you're going to go to quiz. And that's all we're doing today. Okay, so it's a safe, self-paced lesson today. You do it as you have to. This right here, this is where I'm going to put your points for bringing me back that hard medical, this paper right here signed. Okay, so that's all that is. That's just telling you, it's putting it on your calendar so that you know that some things are due. By the way, if you look at your home page, these are your to-do things. These are things that are coming up. You should have a thing that says to do, and it should have the date today for things that you need to get done in the class. Okay? And I believe, I think this is your calendar, yes? Yeah, that's your calendar. So if you click on calendar, it should bring you up a calendar, and it should tell you what things are due and when. Okay, whoa. So we'll scroll down here because we don't want to deal with that because we're right here. So Nearpod is due, and this is due. This is for when everything else is due. So what I have is everything is due the day of the test. Okay? You can retake the quizzes as many times as you want. You can do the daily work as many times as you want. But they're all due the day of the test. Now, you can turn them in up until the second to last day, because I found out last term that I had to turn it in the last day of the term at midnight. Remember that? Well, I had to go back and change all the due dates for all the things that you turned in because district closed it at 2:20. And so I couldn't use it in your grades unless I went back and did that. So we're going to do it the day before so I don't have that problem. It'll be the day you take the test anyway. Okay? But if you hand it in after this point, then they'll be marked late. All right? So I'll let you go and do what you need to do. Okay? Any questions? All right, awesome. I'll bring this back up so you can sort of see what you're supposed to be doing. There you go. Yes, ma'am. Wait.